Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now. Well, let me say prestissimo, that is as quickly as possible. This situation right here, I usually don't talk politics on my channel. I think I talk about it sometimes. I always throw some stuff in once in a while, But this one right here is a very concerning one because something's about to go down in my country, Nigeria. I'm a proud Nigerian. I love Nigerian with all my heart, and I always will be. But sometimes you've got to speak it the way it is, and some things I feel need to change in the nation. And right now, we are about to be bamboozled by the U.S. military. Not we, I would say the Islamic terrorists, the ones who believe we that are not Muslims should be slaughtered, basically. I'm from the south, so I might be in a privileged position because in my place, because we have the Fulani herdsmen problems, we've been able to deal with it a little bit more, but our lands are still very much intact. We can't say that about the people from the Middle Belt, the likes of the Plateau people, Taraba, Jigawa, Southern Kaduna, even some parts of Katsina. I heard those people right here, right there, are being bamboozled, are being dealt with by the jihad of fanatic, and it is crazy, bro. I did not, out of all the people, I did not expect Donald Trump to be the one to even call out Christian genocide in Nigeria. In fact, we hear, sometimes when you hear some things happen, I remember back in the days when you hear someone got killed or someone got eliminated, you will be like very, very sad and down. And, there's this thing that just happens naturally. We began to hear it more and more and more. Now people, or 200 people got slain in Yelawata. No, but like it just felt like nothing. No outrage. No, the government, the president Tinubu went there. He didn't go there anyway. He didn't go to the scene. Literally went to the state, but never visited the scene where it occurred. They showed human lives don't even matter to these people. And you see their children, their family members here in Western world buying Rolls Royce, buying Bugatti, flexing our money, And then now Trump is about to do something that I'm not a fan of Trump. Let's keep it real. I don't like the guy because I feel he has some racist tendencies in him. Okay, that is just me. Some things he said, it's not for me. It's not my cup of tea. However, I have to say in this subject right here, he is quite right. Because what has been going on in Nigeria has been a genocide. Let's keep it real. We from the deep south, we don't really feel it like that because we don't live in the middle belt. But those people from that side, you can see sometimes when they I think we as Nigerians, because we have so many languages and so many tribes and stuff like that, we only focus on the minority, on some tribes, and that's just all. In fact, we don't connect with each other unless we see each other here. Okay, if we meet a Benue person here, it's a different case, or a Jigawa person, a Taraba person, it's a different case, But back home, we don't reconnect with each other that much. Everybody's just in their own bubble, in their own, lane, doing their own thing. While our brothers in the middle belt are being slaughtered there, we didn't know that. First they turned these people to, I think Buhari called them bandits, from terrorists to bandits and to farmer headsmen clash, If not for the fact that we were very active, we are that active in the south, deep south. Believe you me, it would have been worse. And I feel after they feel it dealing with those people out there in the middle belt, they will come to our side, and it might be too late by then. So this is why I say, listen, I am very saddened by what's been going on, but I like the fact that Tinubu is under pressure. The Nigerian government is under pressure. People from the north are saying Christians are Christians are the reason why Trump is talking about this. They blame Christians and stuff like that. Bro, sometimes I just don't understand some people I share country with. And, don't you have human sympathy? Don't you have human empathy? Don't you feel like, okay, even if you feel this guy is not a Muslim, but at least the human, there's something called human empathy, bro. Don't you have it? They don't. Some people don't have it. Is this a good move? We don't know. But what I know is that something is happening behind the scenes we don't know about. I feel Tajagbe, who lives in America, will be able to tell us a little bit of the Trump rule, because you live under Trump there, under Trump rule. Tajagbe, in your own take, what do you think is the aim of Donald Trump? Like, people are saying maybe they are coming for the resources and stuff like that because we have a lot of oil and stuff. I don't care about that because none of us have ever benefited from the oil. We are oil-rich country. We never benefited shit. Even people from the same region, our region, from the southern region, bro, they don't benefit shit, bro. You see polluted areas with all like oil with polluted. If you go to some place in Bayelsa, in Delta, you see oils are polluted with oil. Oil spill everywhere, no cleanup. But this is the place that literally feed the country. Like, what? Like, what? What have you benefited from Nigeria as a Nigerian? What can I say? Yes, my country has done for me now. I'll say yes, my country has done for me. Nothing, bro. So I don't feel the need to defend the country. Okay, I don't feel the need to defend the country now, because the people that represent us, these leaders, they are merciless, bro. People were slaughtered at Lekki Tollgate by the military, Nigerian military. They hid it. Nobody was persecuted. Nothing happened to them. And you want me to have empathy for these guys? No, because sometimes I see their keys, the relatives here collecting our money and spending lavishly here and say, yeah, my pana na big man, son of politician, bro. We don't get shit. So I think that's why I think Tinubu might be surprised himself. They are surprised. Like, why are these Nigerians against, like, they're not being patriotic? Because they haven't really benefited shit from the country. So now you're about to implement income tax on them. Income tax. Are we in Europe? They want to implement. At least in Europe here, you pay tax because you also earn, right? You also have the ability to earn. You find a job, you get a job. People are hungry. You want them to pay income tax? what is going on? The people that have stolen the money, you are not going after them. You're going after like regular people that are just trying to survive, bro. There's a lot to talk about, but I want to hear your take. I need your take on this case because I think you have more insight on who Trump really is. Because you live in the U.S., so you know how it is there, man.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. Now
Hello?
I can hear you.
I can hear you, bro. Okay. They say that Nigerians are like one of the smartest people to have come from all of out of Africa, but it's kind of hard to trying to defend and say, yeah, you were right. You know, you're right, because the half the stuff that's going on doesn't even make sense to my knowledge, right? When Donald Trump said he was going to come in gun blazing, it is a warning to Tinubu, hey man, you fix your issue, because you can't allow these terrorist group. I don't know why these guys, because these guys are flooding my timeline. The people with the Muslims name, Muslim last name. You can all see them all Muslim last name in my timeline, just defending. Oh, we don't want Donald Trump to come in, this and that. He's gonna try to steal our resources. What resources do you have that the British Empire hasn't stolen? China is has not stolen and is still stealing. Tell me, what resources do you have that America's gonna come in and take? That which doesn't make sense to me. It just baffles me to say like they don't think before they talk. Tell me what resource are you benefit? What resource does Nigerian benefit from? Because that doesn't make sense. The only person that's benefiting from currently is China and France. Those are the guys benefiting from the resources. Okay, and he's letting you know, hey, contain this ISIS group because if they spread out, it's going to be an issue, right? Because these guys keep they went from the Middle East into Africa, all from Nigeria, spreading out little by little. They're gonna start taking all over. They're gonna take over. Like, why aren't you handling this? It's every year we see this. The Christians are being killed. The Christians are being killed. ISIS, Boko Haram, Boko Haram, Boko Haram. Don't forget, this guy had a while in his presidency. I'm not too sure if it was in his presidency or Obama presidency. During that term, a couple of U.S. military they were stationed out at Niger, and they were fighting Boko Haram. Okay, during that, these guys were able to ambush them, um, split up the fleet to the point where they killed them. Right, and I can't remember if Donald Trump responded precisely, and he completely annihilated them completely. Okay, he's giving you a warning, telling you, take care of your business. Do not let me come in there and take care of your business for you, right? And you can't say no because he's the USA has been the only supportive ally to you. China has not never been that supportive to you. They have never offered you a solution. It's I want to take this, I want to take this, I want to take this, and I want to be cheap to you guys, and they keep accepting it because they see China as they could borrow unlimited money from them, which they have been doing, right? And the worst part about it is China owns half of Nigeria. That's how much money they've been borrowing from Nigeria. Nigeria's been borrowing from China, and that's the crazy part.
What do you mean China owns Nigeria? I'm from Nigeria.
China, not Tinubu and Bahari, the guys before him have been borrowing so much money that what can they leverage to China other than, okay, we're gonna give you half of the resources that we have. You could come and take it and claim it as yours. We're gonna give you half of this land that's ours. You could come take it and claim it as yours until we finish paying. That's how China owns Nigeria. You see these guys just coming in back and forth. You even see China coming into Nigeria treating Africans as slaves in Africa. How is that even possible? Would you go there as an African or Nigerian to China and do that to a Chinese person? Unheard of. It's unheard of.
What do you mean trade African as slaves? China
Yeah, look it up, bro. I'm not even joking with you.
in Nigeria? Where?
Yes, in Nigeria. In Nigeria, bro.
I don't think, bro. I don't think so.
In Nigeria. I wish Adewale was here. He would vouch for me.
I never heard of that. Like where in
Bro,
Nigeria?
look
Where?
it up.
Where?
Look it up.
Where?
If Adewale was here, he would vouch for me, bro. He's not
Like,
here right now.
but where in Nigeria though?
I, I I can't remember the last time I saw it. I would have to Google that. I would have to Google that.
Mm,
I'll see if I
listen,
can pull up that
if
video.
something like that was happening, I would have seen it already. You know, we from the Nigerians from the south, like from the deep south, we are very vocal about, like, we hear a lot about everything basically. So if that happened, yeah, I've had a situation whereby I think a Chinese restaurant didn't allow a Nigerian customers to eat at the restaurant, and the restaurant was shut down. I think the next day basically, but I think it was in Lagos that they barred Nigerians locals from eating there. Like, how do you have a Chinese restaurant in my country and you don't want people to eat there? Like, are you crazy? So they closed down the that um shop, restaurant the next day. That's what I heard. Not you mean oh, you mean the Zamfara gold, the Zamfara gold, the Chinese that were using Nigerians there to work the Zamfara gold, right? I think they caught them. Is it the one that?
The, okay, okay.
Are you talking about the Zamfara gold?
Possibly, possibly. That might be
Yeah,
one of them.
yeah,
That
yeah.
might
There
be
was
one
there
of
was
them.
there was an incident I heard about with Chinese some Chinese smugglers from China using Nigerians to walk the gold mine, basically digging gold to take to China, and they caught them in Zamfara. It doesn't, not a part of Nigeria. They don't really speak out like that. Like I think they were caught. Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time. I think they caught them without their knowledge. Basically, someone snitched on them, and in the South that wouldn't happen. If it happens, people will speak out easily because we Southerners we are quick to speak out. Northerners, they hide a lot. They hide a lot of things in that region that you don't even know what's going on in that region. It takes this Christian genocide that's going on. Like we didn't know about it. We hear it, but we don't know about it. Like we hear it, oh, this is going on, but that's it. You don't. It was just. I'm so happy that this is happening. Oh, sorry, bro, to interrupt. Just had to clear that up.
No
Continue,
problem. No problem.
continue,
No problem.
continue,
No problem.
continue, continue, bro.
No problem. So I do believe he's giving them a warning, because you can't allow these guys to. They're a terrorist group, and it's a shame that I see people trying to defend that. Don't defend something like that. If the current administration, Tinubu administration, can't handle that, can't do nothing about it, and they know it's been going on, there's no way you could defend that. You have to let you just have to sit by and let the things take its course. Because at this point, you should have been told, Don. You should have been told the U.S. we don't want your COVID relief money. We don't need any of your help that you have given to us in the past, and then I would understand. But you've never said that. But when it comes to money, it's oh yeah, bring it. We'll take the money. We'll take the money. But for some reason, the citizens are defending the Tinubu administration, which they should be. They should be extremely angry about it, right? Because they can't come in and say, let me do this, and you believe they're going to steal the resources or your oil or whatever. The oils that you have aren't even refined for use. What oil do you have? What resource do you have that is currently being used to benefit Nigerians that you care about, that you think the Trump administration is gonna come in and take it? It doesn't make sense. Okay, and on top of that, you got political thing that's going on in Nigeria that's not even benefiting anybody. You got Dangote fighting with the Tinubu administration regarding his factory that needs to be built, but they're not allowing him to build it, and then he's telling everybody to not hold on to the dollar. There's a lot of things going on that the country needs to focus on, but you guys want to focus. You guys don't want to focus. You guys don't need the help. But offense, you guys could do it by yourself. But I don't see that happening. If you could do it by yourself, it would have been taken care of a long time ago, or a very long time ago. And all of a sudden, like I'm seeing, the army's doing this, the army's doing that. No, the army should have been done that. The Tinubu administration should have been done that. And I bet you once this goes quiet, it'll go back to we're gonna see start all over again, and it's gonna
Yeah,
get worse.
yeah, yeah. Tinubu is set to meet with Trump, according to the recent development. Set to meet with Trump at the White House. I wonder what they're going to talk about. Of course, they will talk about this issue, and maybe there's just something. Hopefully, they are not using the lives of the Christians in Nigeria to play games. Because, yeah, like I saw a video of one pastor from Plateau, Jos, bro. From his voice, you could hear the pain. I'm just wondering to myself, why are Nigerian? Like, listen, Nigerian television networks are so useless, bro. When I watch news, I watch news every time. Nigerian news networks, I always watch them just to see what's going on. I never hear shit about things like that. Oh, yeah, you hear it once in a while, but they don't report it. They don't report it as main news. They just say one thing twice, and just okay, yeah, that's it. They don't cover it fully. And now all of a sudden they're covering this Trump threat fully now. They're covering it, and the terrorists in the north are all basically, I don't know, not scared, but they are worried now because these affects their money. The money flow is affected. If Trump, the U.S. really do what they say they're gonna do, it will affect Nigerians or the politicians, affect their money flow. That would be devastating. You would not start seeing backstabbers. These guys don't love this. They don't love the country. They just love themselves. They love the money that they get from the country. That's sad if you look at it. You know, sometimes you just think to yourself, ah, man, this country can be so great. But why are these people so wicked? Why are these leaders wicked? Just do best by your people, and you see your people troop out for you. You see the likes of Ibrahim Traore. Okay, yes. His people, they love him so much. He's a military guy, yes, we know that. But he's doing right by his people. We can't say that about these Nigerian politicians. These people, they love our money. They love the resources. They love the oil money. Bro, they've enriched themselves so much that they can literally do anything. That's why you see some of them. There was one area I went to. So I was working there, and I went there, and I saw a Nigerian family there. And this area is one of the wealthy places here. So I asked them where they're from, where in Nigeria they're from. They're from the north. So, bro, the compound is like crazy. That house, looking at it, I think is worth over $1 million. Looking at the house. But I know they are sons of or relatives of politicians. So after stealing our money, they come here and spend it, or go to Western countries and spend it. And then now you are worried that Trump is going to he's going to like not invade Nigeria but invade terrorists. Bro, I don't know, man. So what do you think is going to happen? Like, I know you're not into politics like that, same as me, but looking at the situation from a microscopic view, what do you think might happen if
I
Tinubu
think
does not let's
the
say
smart thing to do.
let's say Tinubu becomes, maybe let's say Tinubu becomes stubborn, and say, yeah, we go to the White House and say no, 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 let's say Trump gets mad. What do you think
I don't.
happens?
I don't. Tinubu has no option of being stubborn, right? At all.
And
He has no.
and also they're already planning for his re-election. Like, still have 2 years to go. I don't know. This thing about planning for re-election already. My state
Yes,
governor,
but they have to.
my state governor, for example, is already campaigning for Tinubu, saying we are going to deliver him 2.5 million votes. It's 2 years away, bro. Why are you campaigning now? Like, let the people decide who they're going to vote for. Let them decide by themselves, by what they see, the result. Not you campaigning already before. Like, it's just crazy, man. The politics is just, that's how you know that this guy, there's money in politics in Nigeria. Someone as poor as she will just get into politics and become a millionaire overnight. And you're like, damn, you go there to serve the people, but you just go there to enrich the people. The purpose of serving is the purpose of being a politician should be to serve your people, to make things better. Instead, these guys go there, they see it as an opportunity to become rich. We have like this guy, I think is the minister of FCT, Wiki. This guy he bought he bought a $2 million house in America for his kids. Wow. $2 million house for his kids in America. Can you believe it? Why you have Nigerians lavishing in poverty and nothing to eat? Especially people from some who have been displaced in the north and IDB camps. A $2 million house. Sometimes I look at these guys, politicians, man. I just say, this guy, man. There's this hunger in me, but I just try to listen. I don't need Nigeria for anything, man. Like, I'm good myself. I've established myself. I'm good. I don't need anybody for anything. But I know that anyways, continue,
Bro,
bro.
you try
Sorry.
to understand. You're gonna lose sleep. You're gonna give
Man,
yourself issues.
that's why I don't get into politics. That's why I don't like politics.
Your brain.
Because
Oh my
I
god.
cannot process how a minister of Abuja bought 2 million house for his kids. America. $2 million.
Your brain goes scatter.
Do 2 million. Do you know how much that is? Two cash. I think he bought it cash. And he bought it in his wife's name. Because his wife is a resident of the US, in the US. Like, basically money laundering, bro. These guys are crazy, spending our oil money anyhow. Look at the oil money that Saudi Arabia has. Qatar, UAE. They're using the oil money for something good. Our leaders are using the oil money for their own pockets and their children. You see how crazy that is, man? Sometimes you just think about these things, it just makes you go crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know what to say. Yeah, continue. What the outcome you think would be? What the final outcome would be?
I do. I believe Tinubu has no other choice but like, hey, I'll have to cooperate with President Trump because the smart thing to do would be that because you have a re-election coming up and you wanted to play in your ties. You want to be that first president to say, I completely at least put the stop to ISIS. I have taken the opportunity to work with the US so we could figure out how we could get our economy moving, right? We work in trade, we could see what factory we could build. This is the opportunity to take it, right? If you claim you have resources, this is the opportunity to do so in front of this man. He's if his team was smart, that would be the step they will take. If his team was smart, if Tinubu was smart, if he wants that re-election, he's gonna have that saying like I'm the first person to completely push back ISIS and those guys, those Islamic terrorists, extremists back. I was the first person to do it, and now they dwindled in numbers. They've came back from where they come. They've come back from where they came from. They've went back to where they came from. Right?
I really hope he would. But I don't think so.
Let's
Tinubu is
see,
af- Tinubu is afraid of re-election. He's afraid of the North, bro.
bro.
He wants to be re-elected. He wants to be re-elected as a president. So he will never do that because if he does that, that would anger the North. The Northern voting bloc would literally make sure they don't vote him in. But then if Tinubu doesn't win and the Northern wins, there's more problem. There's more problem because then the country might divide and basically go into chaos. And that's what some people want. I don't want that. I don't want it to be a chaos in the country. I love my country, Nigeria. I think Nigeria has so many opportunities and stuff like that. But I just feel the leaders, they need, there's something about Nigerian leaders, man. They're too wicked, bro. Too wicked. Here in Europe, let's say, in Spain, there was a situation whereby politicians stole 26 million. Hmm? And they caught him and jailed him, took the money back and stuff like that. I think he stacked the money in Switzerland. Yeah. I'm not gonna say there is no corruption here. There's corruption here for sure. However, there is difference between corruption and wickedness. Nigerian politicians are not only corrupt, they are very wicked. They are heartless, bro. Damn, these guys are. If you see the way they spend our money, bro. And you know what's funny, huh? Nigeria has so many resources that you cannot even explain. We have natural gas. We have gas, like literally natural. We have natural gas reserve that country is so blessed. We have gold, bro. We have iron. We have what's this called again? I saw it. I was looking at the resources that each Nigerian state has. It's immersed, man. Crazy. something needs to change and fast. But I also feel like these guys need to these whole people need to die off. But then their keys are going to take over. So literally, we need to kill the system. We need to build an entire different system. So we must kill the system, because their keys, the keys of these guys are coming back. They're coming on to continue from where their grandfathers and stuff stopped. If we don't take this into we don't do something about it, the system needs to be totally scrapped. That's what I feel. But yeah. Ah man, it's already doing my head in, so I will stop for now. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days, what happens in the meeting, and we'll update the public. So guys, you heard it from our brother Tajagbe. Stay tuned for Western Barrier. I'll be right back. God bless you.